What's up, everybody? This is Meeting HR of the Bad Brains. So, this video is going to be short and sweet, hopefully, because HR is not a big talker, these days at least. So, I don't know the exact date on this meeting. Once I can find the picture on my Facebook page, I'll be able to give you more of a good idea about when I exactly met him. I want to say maybe 10 years ago. So either way, it was him solo, and this was in Harrisburg, and a band called Mick Rad was opening. And if anybody like from the Philly area, that's like an old school Philly punk band. And they also served as HR's backing band. Okay. So they played, they were good. And then, HR's coming out, and there's some good news and some bad news with this. So they played all Bad Brain songs. That's the good news. The bad news is they were all the reggae ones. And I don't hate the reggae songs. I mean, everybody, if you like the Bad Brains, that's part of that's part of the deal, or that's their style. There's always some, even on that album I just showed, which is like basically their heavy metal album. There's even one or two on that. So that's a normal thing. So anyways, the HR that I saw is not the HR that you see, in the 80s from them GB videos, him jumping and doing flips and just going crazy. And, most old school punks or whatever, if they've seen, I unfortunately have never seen the Bad Brains. But they will tell you that if they saw a bunch of bands and they saw the Bad Brains, they're usually going to say that that's the best punk show they've ever seen as far as the energy and all that kind of stuff. But either way, that's not what you're going to see these days with HR, and that's fine. He's older. I've heard a lot of stories about drugs. I can't attest to any of that. I don't know mental stuff, and I know he, because I saw him in an interview and he said this himself, that he was going to have brain surgery or something like that. So, he's been through a lot, it sounds like. But either way, they did the reggae songs, and like I said, it's how he used to be flipping, jumping, going crazy. It's the opposite of that now. He was standing like totally straight, hands down by his sides, like standing at ease, like a straight as a beanpole, doing it, and but it was still cool. It's HR, and whatever. So now I can't remember. You're going to see the picture when I finally find it. That's going to be the thumbnail for the whole video. But I can't remember if this happened before the show, before he went on, or after he went on. But either way, I'm at the bar or whatever, and then I see him kind of standing by the stage, or maybe a little back from the stage, back the hallway where they load or whatever. And I was like, this is my chance. So I go up to him, and he's with this dude who's like, it looks like some kind of voodoo guy from New Orleans, like Screaming Jay Hawkins' son or something like that. Like a big, he had some kind of hat with like a skull and a bunch of bones, and he had a real bone going through his nose, like a big one. And, he was, I don't know if he was the bodyguard or HR's handler or whatever, but so I go up to HR and I'm like, hey man, I'm a big fan. What you say to these guys? I'm a huge fan. You're a legend. I'd love to, can you sign this for me? Can I get a picture or whatever? And HR was just kind of like, looks up to this dude, and the guy, I could tell, I didn't hear what he said, but basically I think he said, hey, he wants to meet you. He wants to, to have, he wants you to sign this. And HR was like that. So yeah, we got a picture. And then I brought my, I've had this since high school. This might be my favorite. It's hard to say which is your favorite Bad Brains album, but this is Rock for Light. And if you see here, this is what he signed. I'm going to open this just so you can see the whole thing. Because at first I was like, what is it? But if you look at it, it's HR, give thanks. So that was pretty cool, that's my story. Like I said, there wasn't, some big conversation, but, it was cool to meet HR. It was cool to see him play. Like I said, they played the reggae songs. It was still good. And there you go. that was meeting HR.